Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. My first guest, a real talented, funny comedian.
All right.
Making her mark on YouTube, and she's been seen on Inside Amy Schumer and doing a lot of stuff. A couple of things she's created and starred in multiple web series such as Shut Up, Beth, Gay's Anatomy, John's Into Beth, and Reggie and Jenny. Here's Beth Hoyt. What's up, Beth?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Good. So now we were talking during the break. You're from outside of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. Go Packers. All the way.
What town?
It's called Manitowoc. You know it?
Manitowoc?
Oh, are you from Wisconsin?
No.
The accent, you nailed it.
He went to Michigan.
I went to Michigan for a little bit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was there.
You know that area.
Well, I mean, the only time I've been there was when we played at Lambeau, but it was, we stayed in, what is it? Downtown, where you've talked about staying there. When you go to
Appleton.
Green Bay, Appleton.
Yeah, there's a club in Appleton.
Oh, yeah, there is.
The stand-up club.
And there's the mall in Appleton.
Yeah.
Big
That's
Saturday
where you stay.
day trip.
That's the big town. That's the big city.
I headlined there, and the middle guy was a local guy, and he was killing with all local references. And I didn't know what to do. I was starting to panic because he was talking about, like, going on, and I've done this before on the show, but the guy was like, "Yeah, did you ever go out to like Lake Wanamatoba and you buy your fish from Sherry's Fish?" I'm like, "Sherry's Fish!" Like we were hitting the walls. And,
They like what they know, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. I was trying to figure out Wisconsin references.
Yeah, it's just Packers. I mean, it's so serious there. Like when I'm home, when the game is happening, you can feel in the air if they win or losing. You know, like if they lose a game, it's depression. That's all we got going on. Like here, team loses, there's plenty of things to focus on.
I could imagine. Yeah, like Green Bay is
big deal.
Yeah, but if you're bombing on stage, you just have to say Ray Nitschke, and you get a 5-minute standing. That's all you have to do. So now, what makes you leave there? You go to Michigan, and is that when you start performing? Well,
yeah,
that's a great
theater
school
major.
For everything.
Yeah,
and you majored in theater there.
Yeah, so that's a great thing to do is go to a big expensive Big Ten school, major in theater. So that was when that started. No, but it's great. It's a good education. It's a good school.
And you shine
I took
there.
a theater class there.
Did you?
I did.
How'd that
freshman
go?
year. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's when I took Dinosaurs and Other Failures and theater. I was taking as many classes that would teach me nothing as possible.
Oh, okay.
I was fascinated by the fact that I could take these certain classes and
get credits.
Yeah. Part of
that was like my first semester. I thought it was
one of my requirements for theater major was Tai Chi. 2 semesters of Tai Chi.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why? Just to learn how to be a physical on stage?
It's still a question I have.
So have you stuck with it?
Yeah, man.
Clearly.
I was in it.
Do you do Tai Chi in the morning?
I think
that's good for you.
I know. I kind of wish I did.
You could return to that.
I wish I did.
I'm sure it's in me somewhere, but I don't know. Just
if you do
core.
Tai Chi if you become like an expert Tai Chi artist, you can focus your chi to where like you touch someone and blast them across the room by forcefully.
Yeah, they didn't teach us that. That would probably been level 3.
I've never heard something so ridiculous.
That's the third semester.
I think you're talking about like a movie now.
No, well, that's what I thought, but that's the thing. I mean, you can look it up. That's the end goal, that you can focus all of your chi and expel it.
Are you talking about that meme that happened when people would they would go like this on one side of the picture, and then the other side everyone would jump up and they take a photo, so it looked like they were out. It's a funny idea. I think that fooled you.
Yeah, he's being fooled by something. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, listen, he's a football player.
It does sound convincing.
I did take Aikido when I was there, though, because I got into it there, and there's like a dojo. I can't believe this. I did this. I almost blocked it out of my mind.
You were a dojo.
I went to, it's called, the place is a dojo.
Yeah.
Maybe I was also a dojo.
I don't know. See, I didn't even know that. I thought a dojo was a person. It's a place.
No, it's a noun.
Like
the karate store.
It is a
like
noun,
where they
though.
teach, like the gym.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
And it was all like old men, and you just throw them around. Like that's how you do
throw
Aikido.
old
You just
guys around?
you take each other's arm and you just like flip them.
And then what
felt really good.
Would these men get hurt?
No, because they know how to land, or maybe they would, but no one really hurt me because I was a girl. Yeah.
They were getting paid to be part of a university experiment.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, this was outside of the university. I just for some reason did it.
For fun.
Yeah. Weird.
It sounds like a blast.
I forgot that happened. It was fun.
So what do you do when you graduate then? You make headway there in the theater?
Yeah. you know, did a lot of leading roles there in theaters. I didn't realize it'd be like the biggest theater I'd ever be in.
Right.
Like you just don't realize what you have. You think you're great. I stopped that one and moved. Then I moved right to New York. And
you went to New York, okay?
Yeah, I moved right here, and then spend 3 years being like, doesn't that matter? Do you know? My mom actually would always tell me, like, when I tell her I went to audition, or whatever, she's like, well, did you tell them about, like, the roles you had at school? And that goes. Like,
I know parents they get naive like that.
Yeah.
But what to put on your resume?
Yeah.
But listen, you can leave Michigan and you come here. It takes guts, and clearly you're talented.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Right.
How long have you been here for?
Is that 8 years? Oh,
what a different culture. I mean, Ann Arbor is a really cool town.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Before,
but it's just a little more laid back.
Yeah,
New
it really
York's
is.
way different than everything, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I would assume going from what was the name of the town? Manitowoc.
Oh yeah. Just moving more and more east in bigger places. I mean, nothing
Getting
compares
a little
to New
bigger.
York.
What about L.A.? Did you try L.A. at all?
No, I go back there, here and there.
So you've
for
been
meetings.
there and you've
I
tried
spent some time there.
Yeah.
I do like LA actually. I like driving. I miss driving, and
See,
I like the weather, of course.
If you don't do stand up, like you said, you don't do a lot of stand up. Someone with your talents, maybe it's good to be there because you know you get so much acting work.
I know.
And I mean, if you're attractive and can do characters like you do, I mean, there's a lot of work for that.
I know. I mean, I'm toying with it. It's kind of inevitable, but there's more and more things. It's like there's just been so many people moving to LA. It's almost like more things are opening up a little bit here.
And you're building, it's character building sort of here, right? You think? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to go there when I have like a job and a real reason to be there. I don't want to, I've worked so hard to get here where I am.
I hear you. You want to struggle in New York. I did that, but see, the thing, I was so lucky. I grew up 8 miles outside of New York City.
Oh, yeah?
So I didn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And when I first started doing stand-up, I'd meet people from Wisconsin, Nebraska, and I'd have so much admiration for them because I wouldn't be able to, I would have quit show business if I couldn't go crash at home. Like, after bombing at a club, I don't know, oh my God, go back to an apartment with roaches that I couldn't afford.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say I'm not a strong person.
I've killed mice before.
Do you have roommates?
Now I live with my boyfriend. So
Oh,
that's
okay, that's good. Now, was he supportive? Is he in the business?
No, he's not in the business.
Okay.
So that's good. It's
What
nice
does
to
he
like
do?
take a break.
Right.
But he works with startups and stuff, so it's kind of like he's in the business, like it's waiting for something to take off.
He was, so he's broke.
Yeah, right. And you nailed it. I mean, right, exactly.
No, I'm kidding.
When I first met his dad, I told him the story about how he killed the mouse. I thought, like, the first time we met, I heard his dad was a really hard guy to get on your side, and I was like, he's going to love this story. And I killed it because I saw it when in my bed.
Yeah, oh my God! Most women would just be moved.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep for a week, and then I finally saw it. So I never saw it again. Then a week later, I saw it running into the bathroom, and I had to close the bathroom door, and I was like, "This guy's got to die because he's ruining my life."
He has to die.
So
You couldn't sleep knowing it might be in the apartment.
Yeah, I couldn't. So
it?
I thought until this happened with my boyfriend's dad, I thought this was a cool story, but I threw a sticky trap, which my landlord left on top of it, which I know I'm a horrible animal killer, but listen,
you have to do this. Yeah.
Wait, a sticky trap?
The sticky trap on top of it, the
what
one
does
that they're
that
supposed to, so it's like really adhesive. I know, and so I know this is really bad.
It's a slow, terrible death.
I know, no, I know that. So I know that you're supposed to kill that because I saw someone once take a hammer to one because they're like, this is inhumane. So I threw the sticky trap on top of it just to make sure I had it, and then I put it in a garbage bag and like took a hammer and killed it. I'm pretty sure I killed it.
You don't want to throw it because then it's like being buried alive. You don't want to throw it.
So I didn't do
You have to kill it. Yeah.
And I told my boyfriend's dad that story, thinking he's like a 6'5" man, thinking he would just be like, oh, you're such a,
Right,
he was
right,
like, well, why would you do that to a mouse? What did the mouse ever do to you? Turns out he's like, doesn't like people, loves animals. I've been crawling my way back from that one.
Where's he from?
Michigan.
Michigan, and he loves animals.
Loves them. I mean, soft heart.
He couldn't have Ted Nugent as a father-in-law.
Yeah. People who love animals don't like mice. They're vermin.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I can't believe
Don't tell a story about killing a mouse.
They're gross.
One time we had Ted Nugent was on the Howard Stern show with us, and he was being so funny. He was on with someone from PETA, and people from PETA were yelling at him. And Ted Nugent, the way he would argue with them, he would like make a chewing sound on the phone. He'd go, "Oh, excuse me, I don't hear you. I'm eating a bunny." But what you did was, I mean, you had to do it.
Exactly.
And you were being, listen.
Thank you.
This is how unmanly I am. I would have tried to cry on the mouse. I would try to cry and drown it with my
I did that, yeah.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Beth's going to tell us about some other animals she's killed.
Probably.
And more about her career. Beth Hoyt, is there a way we can, what's like your main plug? Twitter?
Go to the Beth Hoyt on Twitter and also Beth and Show on YouTube.
Beth and Show on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Good.
Okay.
Beth Hoyt.
Beth Hoyt, back after this.
Yeah.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.